Hi there, and welcome to the Unicity International webinar. Since you were unable to join us live when I originally hosted this, then I'm delighted that the recording has been forwarded to you, and I'm confident at the conclusion you will be as well. My name is Jan Bloom, and I am from Boca Raton, Florida. On a personal note, I'm married, my husband is a physician, and we have two wonderful daughters that we're very proud of. On a business note, I've been a partner with Unicity for several years now and have proudly developed a multi-million-dollar global business that literally enabled my husband to retire from his career in his early 50s. Now, I realize that people are invited to review this information for various reasons, some for personal health benefits, and some for personal income needs, and many for the desire to be more creative or productive with their lives, their careers, and even their credentials. But I have observed that the feedback is always consistent, that what we offer is so much more than one ever realized it was going to be when they first examined this opportunity. You'll observe a recurring theme throughout this discussion. The theme is centered around the word prime, and that word can apply to you in multiple ways: prime health, prime wealth, prime lifestyle, prime time. My objective is to address each of these topics. And after I do, you'll have all the facts that will enable you to define your prime objective, whatever it may be. The first thing I want to tackle is the corporate credentials. Unicity International is known as the Make Life Better company. This is a company over 2 decades old. They are debt-free, rock solid, and built to last. They're directed globally by a very astute management team, and that's because they are led by a very visionary CEO, Stuart Hughes. Unicity develops unique and patented, very highly consumable products that induce an extraordinarily high retention rate. During the worst economic times while companies are downsizing, Unicity is literally exploding. We have taken over 160,000 people around the world on all types of reward trips to the most extraordinary locations. What companies do you know of today doing things like that? Internationally, this discussion is very exciting. Unicity is doing business in more than 32 countries across 6 continents. Whether you have an interest in doing business in Asia, Europe, Latin America, North America, Mexico, we have opportunities worldwide. In fact, we've recently opened up 14 new offices around the world. I suppose one of the things that I find most exciting is just how forward-thinking our company is. The fact that they're always progressing, not just with internet technology, but with health technology, moving forward in the wellness industry. You can see by the graph on your screen, from the early 90s to where we are today, it's been an absolute evolution. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this conversation, we were going to mention the word prime. So let's start with what my prime objective was when I learned about this company many years ago. You can see my in-laws on the left side of your screen. I never got a chance to meet my father-in-law because he died of a heart attack on an airplane. On that side of the family, strong history of cardiac disease. Every member, cousin, aunt, uncle had a heart attack or a stroke, diabetes, or cholesterol problems. Well, I married my husband, and at 35, he had his dad's genetics already being diagnosed with a cholesterol of over 400. My biggest concern was, what if we had children one day, and what if they got his genetics and not mine? Well, at 6 and 8 years old, I had their cholesterol tested, and I was mortified to find out that both my girls at that age already had cholesterols in excess of 300. Well, you know how they say out of something bad comes something good. And so about the time that I learned about my daughter's frighteningly high cholesterols, I had also learned about something called BIOS Life, which today is known as Unicity Balance. And I was very excited about this because this was a formula that had been developed for healthy cholesterol support. So we talked about the corporate credentials, but I think it's important that you understand the medical credentials behind Unicity International. First of all, this is a company that allocates millions and millions of dollars to doing primary research. To give you a little history on the BIOS Life formulation, it was developed at Stanford University School of Medicine. There were double-blind, placebo-controlled studies done at the Cleveland Clinic. The Cleveland Clinic has been rated the #1 heart hospital in the United States for many, many years. You can see that we've done studies all over the country and all over the world. The scientific validation is there. The research that's been conducted has been primary research. Everything that Unicity has done and brought to market is evidence-based. We have an affiliation with the American Diabetes Association, and we have over 12 products published in the Physician's Desk Reference. And this is a very big reason why over 30% of Unicity partners happen to be healthcare professionals. We have got specialists from every field, from interventional cardiology to women's health, to diabetes education, to OBGYN, family practice, to pharmacy. We have specialists that are integrating this into their treatment strategies because they see that it is the ethical obligation on their part to offer what Unicity has developed to their patients. It is doing what they do best, educating others, doing no harm. Really, what they're doing is addressing the first step to prime health. They're addressing metabolic syndrome. They're addressing high cholesterol, obesity, diabetes, and many other health issues. And they're doing this with the Prime Core Pack. So let's talk about the first component in the Prime Core Pack. That's Unicity Balance. This is a non-pharmaceutical nutritional supplement that has been developed for healthy cholesterol and glucose support. It has 5 different sources of soluble and insoluble fiber, calcium carbonate, B vitamins, and plant sterols and stanols. It's very simple to use. You simply take a packet of the fibers, put it into a shaker cup or bottle of water, shake it up, mix it, wait 5 to 15 minutes, and drink it before your meal. The benefits are incredible. It lowers bad cholesterol, which is the LDL. It increases good cholesterol, the HDL, lowers triglycerides. It controls the glycemic response of meals, decreases insulin resistance, lowers HbA1c, and decreases leptin resistance. Over and above that, it reduces appetite, diminishes cravings, improves energy levels with absolutely no stimulants, improved digestive and bowel function, and for me, what was most important was that it was safe for the children. And another feature is the fact that it is gluten-free and kosher. BIOS Life Unicity Balance is published in the Physician's Desk Reference. One of the huge benefits that people love is that it also enables them to experience natural fat and weight loss safely and effectively. Now, speaking about the Core Pack, a solution providing prime health for families, I want to quote one of our physicians, a family practitioner, Dr. Catherine Hart. Dr. Hart says, I use Unicity Balance as a first-line treatment for patients with diabetes, high cholesterol, and who are overweight or obese, achieving results that match and even exceed those produced by prescription medications, but with none of the adverse side effects. Facilitating weight and fat loss, the Core Pack synergistically enhances metabolism in a safe and effective way. The second component of the Core Pack is Unicity Matcha, Chioka Matcha Green Tea, and this is enjoyed hot or cold. It is a delicious and very refreshing drink. It is loaded with super antioxidants, L-carnitine, L-theanine, and fiber. The benefits, again, are impressive. It improves energy and reduces fatigue. It increases mental alertness and concentration. It relieves stress and calms the mind. Think about our lives today. Who doesn't have a little stress in their life? It replenishes electrolytes and reduces the appetite, normalizes metabolism, and it protects your cells from oxidative damage. This Unicity Matcha is something that people are enjoying not just once a day, not just twice a day, but as many times a day as they get a chance to drink it. It is so phenomenal. One of our most favorite products. Let me take a moment and read to you a comment from one of our pediatricians. Dr. Halley says, I've had tremendous success incorporating the CorePak products into the daily nutritional regimen of my pediatric patients and their families. These Unicity products have enabled me to achieve greater success in controlling ADHD, weight issues, prediabetes, and high cholesterol in my practice. Witnessing the impressive results over time, my staff wholeheartedly endorses the CorePak both for our patients and for their personal use. That's coming from a pediatrician. Think of all of these kids today that are overweight, pre-diabetic, and all of these unnecessary medications that are being prescribed to these kids for ADD and ADHD when they could simply be drinking matcha focus. Do you realize what we have and how many people we can help? The third component in the CorePak is Unicity Complete. This is a yummy and delicious meal replacement. It's a multi-protein matrix that has essential vitamins and minerals that also include an additional 4 grams of soluble fiber. I hope you're beginning to notice the theme of fiber amongst our product categories. Now, the benefits of this product are the fact that it builds lean muscle mass, very important. It creates a satisfying full feeling, meets 100% of the RDA requirements, provides a low glycemic meal, and it's an excellent breakfast or snack option for children and adults. Simply mix, shake, and drink. It doesn't get any more yummy, and it doesn't get any easier. Let me share with you some comments from 2 practitioners that specialize in family medicine and women's health. And here's what they said, Adrian and Jay Guerra. They stated, we recommend the CorePak nutrition to patients with high cholesterol, abnormal blood glucose, low energy, IBS, PCOS, and for desired weight loss, as the key nutrients contained in these products are indicated as first-line therapy in the medical guidelines to address these problems. With this nutrition, we've seen results that are not possible with regular medications. Now, come on, these are impressive commentaries. Healthcare providers would never compromise their credibility, their credentials, and suggest things to their patients if they did not believe to their core that this was a healthy and sensible suggestion to benefit the health of their patient. Now, this next product that I'm going to discuss is not necessarily part of our CorePak, but I can tell you it's one of our most reordered products. It's called Unicity Cleanse. And the reason is because, read that fact, 95% of all people have parasites, regardless of the country they live in, their economic status, their age, or even their eating habits. I can tell you that Unicity Cleanse is a safe, effective 30-day purifying cleanse program. And it has so much value because it's 3 products in 1 pack. It's medically endorsed. It's non-invasive. And what it does is it cleanses the digestive tract and also addresses the urinary tract. It removes harmful microorganisms, parasites from the intestinal tract. One of our physicians whose specialty is gastroenterology, he stated that a daily nutritional intake of high-quality fiber ensures a healthy digestive system. This eliminates the symptoms of IBS, diverticular disease, lowers the risk of colon cancer, and can be an effective treatment for NAFLD, which stands for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Again, look at the commentaries we're getting from our healthcare providers. So let's go back to that word prime. And let me invite you to define your prime. Let me extend an invitation to our 90-day Prime Challenge. That 90-day Prime Challenge is an extraordinary program. It includes the products, it provides the education, and it enables you to have support. And this program, this 90-day Prime Challenge, not only gets you at the prime health that you want to be in, but it also positions you, if you want, to win some cash. Literally every quarter, the company awards anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 to people that enter the Prime Challenge by simply sending an email and sharing their background, their pictures, and their story. Beyond our 90-day Prime Challenge, there are many people that elect to step it up a notch. And what they'll do is they will actually enroll in the Unicity Prime Transformation Program. This program is unlike anything that exists in our industry. It's a 13-week incredible program that includes your own personalized coach who designs an eating and fitness plan based on you, your life, your likes, your dislikes. It provides an online software program that is a tracker that enables the coach to keep track of you, to coach you, to mentor you, to educate you. You have a weekly 30-minute private phone discussion with this coach who's teaching you something new every week. I can tell you, since this program was launched, any person that has gone through it has had 100% positive results. And so much of that has to do with the fact that the products are extraordinary, the program is custom designed, and the accountability factor plays a huge role in it as well. Let me just share a few quick stories with you so you can see the different generations that have plugged into our program. Here's an example of Sharina Rivera and how she was able to lower her cholesterol and lower her triglycerides and reduce her body fat. Do you know what that means for a young girl like this when it comes to her physical appearance being improved, her self-esteem being improved, but most importantly, gaining the internal health of dropping her cholesterol 30 points and triglycerides 15 points? And then we take a whole other generation, Stephen Wolverton. Look at the great physical health that he got into. And while getting into that great physical health, he was able to increase his HDL 28 points, drop his triglycerides 36 points, and lose 42 pounds. And then you look at a guy like Todd Pettis, you look at him and you think, well, maybe he's in his late 30s or 40s. Wrong. This guy's in his 50s. Look at that transformation. That transformation changed this man's life. Cholesterol dropped 56 points, triglycerides down 113 points, weight 35 pounds, but look at the six-pack he got. Everyone has a different goal and objective. The reason I wanted to show you these three examples was so you could see three different generations, all with different health objectives, all accomplishing extraordinary results. We talked about the company, we talked about the health category and the products, and now I think it would be important to talk about the timing, because they say in business, the most important thing is timing. And this wellness industry is exploding, an $80 billion annual market. Now imagine if we captured only 1% of that $80 billion. Do you realize the business opportunity that you have here? I mean, look at that gravestone. It says, I told you I was sick. People don't want to be sick. In fact, they want to live to be 100 and look 50 and feel great. Well, we've got an extraordinary business opportunity here. But while we have an incredible company with impressive credentials, while we have products that are endorsed by the medical community, we have an amazing business that's timed perfectly. Another element is that you've got to have a system. And the system has to be educational. It has to be educational because people want to be educated today. We're dealing with educated consumers. And so we've developed a system called the I3 system. It stands for Invite, Inform, and Involve. MLB Team Global has an online global team office. You can visit it by going to www.mlbteamglobal.com. But the system must be simple. It's got to be time efficient. People are so busy today between kids and activities and carpool and jobs and people running in a million directions. You've got to have a system that does not take more time away from your family and all your other obligations. And we have that. It's as simple as sending somebody a text, just like you were sent a text or an email to this link for this webinar. People are networking this information every day from wherever they are, whether they're at work, whether they're in a parking lot, whether they're home with their baby, whether they're on Facebook, whether they're on LinkedIn. It is so simple to send someone a text or an email with a link. Our online presence is very, very significant. We have a method of informing people that they really enjoy because we can deliver the information and educate people at their convenience. We have live global webinars. We've got personal websites. We've developed personal lead capture pages, and we have professionally driven websites. What I mean by that is we've got different websites that are geared towards the medical profession, the fitness profession, the business professionals who want to come from a more business approach, and even for people that want to do their business completely online, who are online marketers. But then you have to have offline tools as well. And we do. There's still the people that like to hold something in their hand and read it. They may not necessarily want to sit in front of their computer, especially our physicians. They like to read the science. They want to see the research. And so we have developed offline tools that enable people who want to read a booklet and read the facts. All of that is available as well. Our training tools are impeccable. Online, we have developed a training strategy for business professionals and a training strategy for healthcare providers. We have developed a 90-page training guide that covers every aspect of developing this business. So there is something for everybody, online or offline. Our role is to simply invite and inform people how to live a prime life, whether it's improving their financial situation or enabling them to get in better health and have a more relaxed lifestyle, being able to spend time with their family and their loved ones, or whether it's a healthcare provider that's looking for more diverse ways to educate their patients, providing them options to secure their good health. We do this in a variety of ways, whether it's face-to-face or in small or large groups, or on conference calls, webinars, or through internet technology with Skype. We've got people that rally around each other, who really want to get into their community and share this with people they know. And people will literally hold what's called a Prime Challenge rally, and they can do that anywhere. They can do it in their home, or they can do it in their office. We've got people that are building businesses that are extraordinary and holding what we call Prime Business Rallies, where their total focus is on developing an international business. Our role is to simply educate people and help them go in the direction that's important to them. But our objective financially, if you're here for business reasons, is to develop a passive income. And the definition of a passive income is an income that's received on a regular basis with little effort required to maintain it. So when you look at the concept of a passive income, really what that translates into is your long-term income. It's your future security. Now in Unicity, the number 3 is a prime number. We talked about the core pack, and I want you to imagine if you had 3 core pack users, or 12, or 39 as part of your business. I want you to look to the right and look at how the monthly passive income increases as a result of all of these core pack users. And remember, at the very beginning of this discussion, I mentioned how we have an extraordinarily high retention rate. In fact, when people go through our Prime Challenge after using our products for 3 months, I can tell you that the retention rate is over 75%. Why? Because a diabetic doesn't want their blood sugar to get high again. A person who had a high cholesterol who dropped it 50 points doesn't want it to go out of control once more. Why? Because somebody who's lost weight and gotten better physical shape wants to stay that way. So we have an incredible auto refill system that enables people to maintain the good health that they accomplished. And that auto refill system translates to auto revenue for you. So that's your objective, is to develop a long-term passive income. But what's really exciting is what happens in the process of that. While you're developing your monthly long-term passive income, you are also collecting bonuses every step of the way. As you're growing your amount of core pack users and your sales volume and rank is increasing, the company is paying you bonuses in excess of $2,000, $3,500, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $150,000 in cash, lump sum bonuses as you're developing your long-term income. So it's important that you recognize the long-term income is your ultimate financial objective, but these bonuses provide you the immediate income, which is what you need to have while you're building along the way. Essentially, what you're doing is providing your own security. You're securing an income globally. People are windows and doors to other people, to other families. This will get in the hands of people that you will not even know. Again, there's that magic 3. If you shared this information and educated 3 other people, whether it was a girlfriend of yours or a guy friend of yours or a healthcare provider that you knew, that healthcare provider knows other healthcare providers. The guy that you know has friends that are families. All of these people have problems. They have problems that our products address. And this can happen and develop and evolve for you into a multi-million-dollar global business as a result of one conversation that you might have had with somebody. And you don't need to wait long to make that money. I mean, you can get paid weekly. When you are established and working with Unicity, they provide you an online bank account with Citibank. You get a debit card where every week they will deposit your income onto this debit card, which can be used anywhere, whether you're filling your car with a tank of gas, going grocery shopping, or you can take the revenues in there and transfer it into your regular bank account. And as if all of that income and bonus money wasn't enough, the company, this is why they're known as the Make Life Better company, they want you to live the lifestyle. They even have a car bonus program. They want to constantly remind you, even when you get in your car every day and you turn on your ignition, that you got that car because you made life better for somebody else, whether it was from a health perspective or a financial perspective. So basically, what you have here in the palm of your hands is you have an opportunity to change and improve your life. And not just your life, but the lives of thousands of other people. Where else can you go to have such a meaningful chance to make a difference? So what should your next step be? Well, my advice is enter the Prime Challenge. That will be your best education. Determine what your prime objective is. Do you want to just be a consumer? Or would you like to work with us and actually be a Unicity franchise partner? There's various ways that you can affiliate with our company. You can get what's called an Associate Prime Pack, and that'll enable you to have your own franchise account. You'll get your own core pack to get acquainted with the products, and you'll even get 30 samples so you can begin to share and inform and educate others. That also enables you to qualify for our Enroll 3 program. Let me explain a little bit about that. The Enroll 3 program means when you enroll 3 consumers, your core pack is free. So here's an opportunity for you to have a business with 0 overhead. You can literally use our products for free every month by simply having 3 consumers. Another option to get started is with a Junior Manager Prime Pack. This will again provide you your franchise account, your own core pack to consume. It'll give you 60 samples, and it will also include brochures and catalogs and a few other perks that weren't available in the Associate Prime Pack. Now, for some people, who really seriously want to get off to a fast start, they will get themselves started with a Manager Prime Pack. And the Manager Prime Pack, again, provides the franchise account and the core pack for you to use, but it provides 90 samples. And this is for the person who's thinking of so many people they know who are going to want to try the product. It also has the brochures, catalogs, and everything we discussed before, but it has an enhanced version of everything that they offer. So we have a chance here to enable people to start their business based upon their personal goals and objectives and based upon their financial ability. We also have programs that are conducive to the healthcare community. What we have found is that our healthcare providers want to have product right there on site. Their patient comes in and they want to leave with it that day. Therefore, special healthcare provider packs have been assembled so our providers can purchase product in quantity. And when they do that, they can even enjoy very meaningful rebates up to 30%. But we also have a lot of healthcare professionals that are not in a clinical practice, that might be working in a setting, whether it's in a hospital setting, or whether it's in a community setting, or whether it's at a school setting. They can utilize a website where they can literally send the patient or client to the website, mydoctorsrx.com. The patient can enter in that provider's ID number so they can access the product being recommended to them, and the provider can receive the compensation for that recommendation. Let me share with you just another brief personal story. My husband and I opened a medical practice together 30 years ago. He was the doctor and I was the front office girl. And we had a dream. We were going to build this practice. We were going to pay off our loans. We were going to save for college for our children. And then we were going to build our dream home on the beach. Well, 3 years into the practice, he got sick. We didn't know what was wrong. In fact, he was out of practice for 4 months. We had no income coming in. He had a staff to pay, equipment loans to pay, a lease to pay. Thank God he ended up being all right and went on to build a magnificent 25-year medical practice. But I'm sharing that story with you because that happened to us right after I gave birth to my second child. We had no plan B. And I want you to think about where you are in your life today and think about what if something happened? What if healthcare reform affected your profession? What if you got laid off at your job? What if your spouse did? What if you got sick? What are you going to do? I've learned one thing. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket. So my final question to you is this. Is what you're doing today going to keep you in the prime of your life and having fun 5 to 10 years from now? My gosh, we only live once. Whether your goal is to have great biceps or just have some fun being out with your friends or spending time with your family or just staying in love with your significant other and feeling good about yourself. What I can tell you is that this is the right time. This is the right company with extraordinary products and a model in a multi-billion dollar industry that could literally change your life. The bottom line is, no change means no change. I invite you to come and partner with us. You'll live in health and you'll get to live the life. And everybody has a different definition of success. For some people, it's health success. For others, it's physical. For some people, it's financial. And for many, it's spiritual. But I can tell you one thing. You can have all the money in the world and all the materialistic things. But without your health, all of that means nothing. If you partner in this endeavor with us here in Unicity, you will live a life that some people only dream about. And if you don't try, you'll never know. Thanks for listening, and I hope to find out that you will be joining us and that we will together continue this journey to make life better for people all over the world.